Daniel Ricciardo, the 33 years old, the Italian-Australian driver who races currently for the McLaren, with whom he has a contract extending to the 2023 season. However, recent reports are in fact talking about discussion in progress to buy out the driver's final year. Others are actually predicting the team Ricciardo will be joining next season, and it will definitely represent a real surprise for Formula 1 fans. Is Ricciardo's departure from McLaren true? All these are just rumors. If it is true, what is the next destination for the old Red Bull driver? Keep on watching, guys. We'll be revealing for you Daniel Ricciardo's future in Formula 1. But before that, if you're not already a member of Formula Zoom family, subscribe to our channel and activate the bell. You'll be receiving all the newest Formula 1 news and updates. If you are new to the Formula 1 world, check our channel video package. All what you need to know is available there. So Ricciardo got into the sport at an early age, starting karting at the age of 9 with the Tiger Kart Club. He was part of multiple karting events. After that, he entered the Western Australian Formula 4 Championship in 2005, where he finished 8th. In the mid part of the 2008 season, Ricciardo started his Formula 3 career at the Nürburgring, then he moved to the British Formula 3. After that, Ricciardo made his debut in Formula 1, joining Toro Rosso driving a Ferrari-powered car for them in 2012 and 2013, before moving in 2014 to Red Bull as a replacement for the retired Mark Webber to be a teammate with the four-time world champion Sebastian Vettel. Ricciardo finished 3rd in the championship during his first season with Red Bull under Ronald Power, winning his first 3 Formula 1 races in Canada, Hungary and Belgium, which was amazing for a young driver like him at that time. However, the Australian driver passed 2 years without a victory. He returned to the podium as a winner later 2016 Malaysian Grand Prix, finishing 3rd in the championship for the 2nd time in 3 years. Later in 2019, he signed with Renault and raced for them for the following 2 seasons before joining McLaren for the 2021 and the 2022 Formula 1 season. Racing side by side with Lando Norris, his first race with his actual team was at the 2021 Italian Grand Prix. He had a difficult time after that, especially when the team principal Zak Brown recently talked about this subject, saying that the driver had not lived up to the team's manager expectation during any driven Monday on Sky Sport. It generally not met his or our expectation as far as we were expected. To actually come after that, trying to fix the situation, saying that his relationship with the driver Daniel Ricciardo has never been better. We have a great relationship and had dinner a couple of weeks ago in London. We have a good laugh together and enjoy racing together, so the relationship with Daniel has never been better. Saying that his statement was an honest answer to the question he was asked at that time, and this should influence the team boss and driver's relationship. I was asked a question and I just give an honest answer. I think Daniel has said the same thing. We're here to try and get towards the front. We've had some awesome weekends like Monza, where Ricciardo led home and McLaren won 2 in 2021, and then some disappointing weekends. And coming back to our car, I don't think we've yet given our drivers a car that is capable of being at the front on a regular basis, so we need to do that. The McLaren team principal couldn't actually put all the responsibility on his team's 8-time race winner driver, saying that they as a team should work more on the car they provide to their drivers, as they could achieve some great results when they had a good car version. I think last year in Monza, when we had a strong race car, we could see what Daniel and Lando Norris could do with it. I think we need to focus on giving our drivers better race cars, and I think Daniel is highly motivated. He has all of our support and we're having fun. I have a great relationship with him. Daniel Ricciardo is an all-time Formula 1 well-known driver who has a lot of fans. He talked earlier before August break about his future with his current team McLaren. After rumors talking about his departure from the team before the end of his contract, Ricciardo, and despite the current gulf between himself and his teammate Lando Norris, is still one of the most recognizable and talented drivers in Formula 1. The 8-time Grand Prix winner described racing this season with a slow start he had as a full of pressure. The Australian driver said that even with the huge pressure, he's still enjoying doing what he loves to do, racing on Formula 1 tracks. I enjoy the pressure. It's a privilege, because it means it's something you care about and there is something worth fighting. The Australian carried on saying that it is a huge privilege to find what you really love doing and be able to do it. The 33 years old added that he, with all the negativity around, tries to see the positive side and find the way to enjoy it. If it creates a little bit of stress or extra pressure, if it creates emotion and feeling, then it's a good thing to deal with it. You have to find a way to enjoy it and see the positive of why you feel stressed. It's because you care. To be able to do something you love and care for so much is a privilege. So that's the spin I take on it. In the middle of this year's season, Ricciardo said that he's trying to be an adult and manage his tough situation and work hard to learn more and more. I don't want to just walk out up, turn still and say see you later. I obviously want to figure it out, and the only way it's going to get better is if I try to learn and understand a bit more. So yes, try to just be an adult in this situation. Riccardo, who left Renault for McLaren 2 years ago, faces now an uncomfortable situation with his team, who the managers are targeting the young talent Piastri. Piastri had recently conversation with McLaren management after he declared on his official Twitter account that he will not be racing for Alpine next season. I understand that. Without my agreement, Alpine Formula 1 have put out a press release late this afternoon that I'm driving for them next year. This is wrong, and I have not signed a contract with Alpine for the 2023. I will not be driving for Alpine next year. Alpine made the bizarre announcement on Tuesday afternoon after Piastri's future with the team. Just a few hours after, the team boss Otmar Zevenauer said that there was no agreement with the young driver. The press released the suspicious news in a weird timing in the middle of the night in Australia, using the word promoted instead of signed, without reporting any quotes by Piastri. Oscar Piastri, the 21-year-old Australian driver, is considered as the motorsport's most talented youngster. He achieved 3 single-seaters championships in a row from 2019. He achieved off back-to-back Formula 3 and Formula 2 titles, is one only down before Charles Leclerc and George Russell. Piastri is now Alpine's reserve driver in 2022 and had been in contact with McLaren's team manager, according to recent reports. This has a direct influence on Ricciardo's situation in the team. McLaren talked about having options with Ricciardo's contract. However, it is known that the Australian is the one who has the exit clauses. Alpine on the other side have always wanted Ricciardo back into the team. If happened, that would be the easiest choice for the 33 years old. So will the next destination be the French team? Not really. Some fresh news are actually talking about Silver Arrows contacting Daniel for the coming season. Guys, if you're enjoying today's video, drop a like down there. Consider subscribing if you find our channel's content informative. Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff actually admitted that he with his team manager have always had an eye on Ricciardo. Wolff said that Mercedes were looking at Ricciardo at the beginning of the 2019 season to drive alongside Hamilton. The time taken to think about was, according to Wolff, a time to make sure they are doing the good decision, especially that the current contract Mercedes having are still satisfying the teams as manager. We always had an eye on Daniel. We really like him in here. It's just the mentality in Mercedes. I sometimes feel if you're happy in your relationship, it is not always easy to change. It's like being married, you need to be 100% behind it. It was not lack of interest. It was just that we were in a happy relationship and there was no need to flirt with another woman at that stage. Ted Kravitz, the British Formula 1 Sky Sport reporter, talked about Mercedes' interest with adding Fernando Alonso as Lewis Hamilton alternative. Kravitz suggested that in case Hamilton will make an end to his career in the coming season, Mercedes would like to have Alonso with a team that they power. However, Lewis Hamilton recently confirmed his future with his team. The British driver will be continuing the journey with Silver Arrows for a period of time, going to 10 years. Talking to Sky Sport News, Kravitz said, what he also does do is reunite Fernando with the Mercedes engine family, which I think is an interesting angle. Fernando hasn't been powered by Mercedes since he left McLaren the first time round under a bit of cloud 15 years ago, so this would have needed a sign-off from Toto Wolff, which is obviously gone. It's ridiculous to think that Mercedes wanted Fernando back in their family just to see what he was like. What is your opinion about this, guys? What do you think about Ricciardo's future? Tell us in the comments section. Don't forget to invite your friends, Formula 1 fans, to watch this video. If you're looking for a good Formula 1 content, consider subscribing to our channel. We do our best to provide you with the newest news and updates. That was all for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.